Hello, this is just a video on a slightly different subject, and it's a bit of a theory of mine. It's about the new upcoming Intellivision console that's being released. If you're not interested in this sort of thing, just click off the video. It's just to share this theory, and it's the reason I'm making this video, because I've not heard anybody else talk about this as a theory for this particular product. So, from what I can gather, the image in front of me, I've zoomed in on it. It's an early, I think, an early image of an Intellivision console controller on its, the upside down. So what you're seeing is the back of it. And you can see there's kind of like a hollow bit in the center. Which is interesting. Now, the thing about this is, people are wondering, will this console take physical media? And apparently, in some instances, yes, it will. Now, as at the time of this video, it's very elusive as to how that will come into practice. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at some of the pictures and you can see there doesn't seem to be any sort of cartridge slot or any sort of disk drive or anything like that. And from what I've heard as well, it's going to be done in a slightly different way. Now, I don't think that this is going to have things like pin connectors for a cartridge or, a disc, registering a disc or anything like that. I actually think they're going to do this almost like a Nintendo Amiibo, kind of like an NFC chip type thing. And I think the way that they'll do it is, as you can see, the back of the controller here is just like an open space. Now, you could say that that's just, for where your fingers rest or whatever when you've got your hands around the controller. It's just for comfort. But I want to show you another image, which is more, this image, I don't know whether it's an official image, this one, that I'm showing you at the moment, but from what I can understand about it, it seems to be an early concept image of the controller. In a later image of the controller, which I'll go on to now, it's not very high resolution, it's very pixelated, it's very bad quality, I'm afraid. And again, I've zoomed in on the back. You can see the kind of buttons on the top, and you can, again, see that hollow space, but there's something in the center of that hollow space. And what I believe, it's kind of almost looks like a separate piece, and it's got rounded corners. It's a rectangular shape. It's got rounded corners, and it looks like it's kind of clipped in there. Now, my guess is that is how they are going to do the physical media for this particular console. That it's going to be a little plate, like you can see in the back, almost like a cartridge, but it won't have any pin connectors or anything like that. It will kind of just clip in at the back, like you can see from this image, and it will, you can almost see what looks to be an outline in the center of that piece in the middle that looks like it may be a spot for like a label to be put on there. I don't know. It's all, this is all theories on my part. It's just what I think they'll do, and based on what I've heard and what I've seen. So I don't know. Let's go back to the other picture. You can see that this is what again, I don't know if this is official, but it looks to be like an early concept idea. And then we go to the second picture. You can see that there is there's something in there. There appears to be something sort of wedged in there in the center, and I think that is essentially a physical game. I might be completely wrong, on this. It's just my personal thoughts, but I'd be interested to know what other people think on this. So just before I go, I'll show you the full images. This was the first image. You can see where I zoomed in. There does appear to be some sort of like what almost looks like an SD card slot. If you look at the top right picture, just at the bottom there appears to be what almost looks like an SD card slot. I don't know if that was kind of the original idea or what, but I'm not entirely sure if this is an early concept image or not. But there you go. That's the original image for what I showed. That you can see the back, the bottom right image is the back of the thing, and then if we go to the other image where you can see the thing in the back, you can see that it does look a bit different. And this is, I believe, what the final thing is going to look like. And as I say, that little thing almost wedged in the back of the controller looks to me like a flat amiibo type piece that will it'll look a bit like a cartridge, I would imagine, a lot thinner perhaps, but it will essentially load a physical game, because from what I've heard, this sounds to be a different way of doing things. So we will see. But I thought I'd just show the full images before I went, in the video, so you could see there. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think they're going to do in terms of physical media for this console, because apparently physical media is a thing. It may not be in the end, but apparently it is. And personally, that's how I think they'll do it. I'm not very technologically, I'm not in the know with these things, but that's personally how I think they're going to do it. So yeah, let me know if you like this, if you enjoyed this video, sorry. If you did like the video, do leave a like. If you didn't like the video, dislike it. But if you do dislike it, please let me know what I can improve on. I know this isn't the sort of video I normally do on here, but I did want to share this little theory of mine. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe. Bye for now.